Running your year-end in Sage Payroll is easy. In this video, we'll show you how to complete your 2025 processing and prepare for your payroll year-end. Complete your year-end process. Start your 2026 processing. Let's look at preparing for year-end and finalizing your 2025 payroll. Before completing your final pay period of the tax year, you should process any current year leavers. This means any leavers with a current tax year leave date should have received their final pay and be processed as a leaver in Sage Payroll. You can mark an employee as a leaver in the Employee tab. Leaver information will be sent to ROS when you process their final pay and send your payroll submission. We have now completed this step. Let's move on to extra pay periods. If you run a weekly, fortnightly or 4-weekly payroll, you may have an extra pay period, also known as a week 53. You have an extra pay period if your regular pay date falls on Wednesday, the 31st of December. You should not create an extra pay period if this is not your usual pay date. Simply process your payroll as normal, continuing with your usual pay date. We've now completed extra pay periods. Let's move on to advancing holiday pay over year-end. As year-end falls over Christmas and New Year, it's likely that you'll have employees on holiday at this time. Whether you can use the advance pay option or not will depend on when the holiday dates fall. You can use the advance pay option if the advance pay period covers any weeks up to and including week 52. For example, you are processing week 51 and advancing week 52. If you have a week 53, this should be processed separately and should not be included in an advanced holiday payment. You can't advance holiday pay over 2 tax years. For example, you can't process week 52 and advance the pay for week 1. However, if your employees are on holiday over this period and you'd like to pay them early, you can pay each holiday week separately without using the advance pay feature. If you choose to do this and you use PayPath or SAPA payment files, a payment file will be created for each week you've processed separately. Therefore, your employees will receive 2 separate payments, one for each pay period. We have now completed this step. Let's move on to processing your final pay run of the year. Before running your year-end, process your final pay of the tax year and submit this to ROS as usual. In Sage Payroll, you can check which pay runs have been completed in the Pay Runs tab. The most recent will appear at the top, and this should be the final pay run of the year. You can also check your next pay run in the Summary tab. Once you have completed all pay runs for the current tax year, we'd recommend running and reconciling your reports. First, we'd recommend running the ROS liability report, which shows a breakdown of liabilities to ROS for each reporting period. The report will run monthly or quarterly depending on your ROS payment frequency. To run this report, click Pay Runs. Then, click on any pay run within the reporting tax month or quarter you want to see the values for. You'll see the liability report here. This can be reconciled against what you have paid to revenue. You can also reconcile this against the liability totals report, which is accessible using the reporting menu. This report will show the values for each individual pay period, whereas the ROS liability report shows you a cumulative value for the month or quarter. Run the liability totals report for all required pay periods within the tax month or quarter. This will help you reconcile your values. We have now completed the payroll year-end preparation checklist. Let's move on to the year-end process. From the menu, click Year-End. First, use the drop-down to select the correct year. Step 1 of the payroll year-end is to review your employees' pay. The purpose of this step is to check values and make any necessary corrections before the payroll year-end is completed. You'll see a list of all employees paid in this tax year and their gross and net pay to date. To view more detailed information, and the option to view their pay slip for each pay period, click View Details. Here, you'll see a breakdown of the gross pay, net pay and deductions for each pay period. The total values for the year are shown at the bottom. You can export this or return to the list of employees. Once you have checked each employee and you're happy that everyone has been paid correctly, click Return to Year End. Select the checkbox to confirm this step is complete. Step 2 of the payroll year end is the Employee Details Statement. This report can be given to your employees to reconcile against their official Employment Detail Summary provided by Revenue, also known as EDS. To proceed, click Print Employee Statement. The report can be viewed for individuals or for everyone at once. To view the report for an individual, click Employee Details Statement. The report shows the employee year-to-date values. To export or print, choose Export to PDF. To go back, click Return to Employee List. Alternatively, you can export all employees on one report by clicking Export All. To go back, click Return to Year End. Once you've completed both steps in your Year End tab, you've completed your year end and you're ready to process in the new tax year. We'll now look at starting the new tax year, including a quick look at what's new. This year, that includes automatic enrollment. All changes to cutoff rates, tax credits, USC, and any PRSI exemptions will be automatically applied in the program on retrieval of the RPN from Revenue. In 2026, minimum wage will increase to €14.15 per hour for ages 20 and above. Ensure you check the relevant minimum wage bands for your employees, and if required, amend payment rates within the Edit Pay section of Payroll to take into account the hourly rate for this year. If your digital certificate is due to expire, you can renew this with ROS. For more information, help, and guidance, please visit www.revenue.ie and search for Renew Digital Certificate. Automatic enrollment is a retirement savings scheme for employees, whereby employees and employers will contribute a set percentage of the employee's gross salary, and the state will add a top-up. It's designed to encourage workers to save for their retirement and make it more straightforward for businesses to offer a workplace pension option. The National Automatic Enrolment Retirement Savings Authority is Ireland's newly established public body tasked with delivering and managing the Automatic Enrolment Retirement Savings System. For more help and guidance on this, please visit our Automatic Enrolment Hub. You can do this from your Sage Payroll by going to the Help menu at the top right. Then click Help Center. From the Help Center, the Year-End and Automatic Enrollment Hubs are available to access using these tiles. Select Automatic Enrollment. The webinar sign-up link can be accessed here. You have now learned how to prepare for and process your payroll year-end in Sage Payroll.